Last night, you promised yourself just one more hour, and now you're sitting here with your third coffee, eyelids like sandpaper, wondering if you can survive the next 8 hours without a full system shutdown. Maybe it was a deadline. Maybe it was a Netflix spiral. Either way, your brain currently feels like a dropped phone, cracked, slow, and slightly on fire. Here's the part nobody tells you. Everything you're instinctively doing right now to recover, the extra coffees, the long nap you're planning, the plan to crash at 7 p.m., is probably making it worse. Most people get recovery completely wrong and end up dragging the damage out for 3, 4, sometimes 5 days instead of 1. You can't get those hours back, but you can fix your focus, your mood, and your energy today, and avoid turning one bad night into a week-long disaster. I'm going to walk you through exactly what to do, step by step, and why each one matters more than you'd think. Ready? Let's fix the rest of today without wrecking tomorrow. One thing worth saying before we get into it, this is for the occasional all-nighter. If you're running on broken sleep every night, that's a different problem, and this video isn't it. But if last night was a one-off, here's the exact sequence your body needs, step by step, in the right order. Before coffee, before food, before anything, get natural light on your face within 30 minutes of waking up. Sounds too simple to matter. Here's why it's actually step 1. Your brain has a master clock, a cluster of neurons called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, and it runs your entire hormonal system like a conductor runs an orchestra. After a sleepless night, that conductor is completely lost. It doesn't know if it's day or night, whether to release cortisol or melatonin, whether recovery should start, or whether the emergency is still ongoing. Sunlight is the reset signal. Even on an overcast morning, outdoor light delivers 10 to 50 times more signal than anything inside your home. 10 minutes outside starts suppressing the cortisol your body has been flooding itself with since 2 a.m. It tells your brain the night is over. Every other step works better if you do this one first. Skip it and you're recovering with the handbrake on. Here's what most people do the morning after an all-nighter. Reach for coffee before they've had a single glass of water. This feels completely logical. It is the opposite of what your body needs. Sleep deprivation triggers a hormonal response that causes your kidneys to retain sodium and excrete potassium, leaving you in a state of low-grade dehydration that's been compounding for hours. That brain fog, slow processing, and heavy feeling behind your eyes, a lot of that isn't just tiredness, it's your nervous system operating without adequate fluid. Before your first coffee, drink a full glass of water with a pinch of salt or an electrolyte tablet. If you have coconut water, even better. Give your brain what it actually needs before you layer a stimulant on top of a deficit. Then have your coffee. Just not yet. This is the step most people argue with, and it's the step that determines whether tonight actually fixes you or extends the damage another 24 hours. Caffeine doesn't give you energy, it borrows it. It works by blocking adenosine, the chemical that builds up throughout the day and creates the sleep pressure your brain needs tonight to go deep and actually repair. Every coffee after 1 p.m. doesn't eliminate that adenosine, it hides it. And the moment caffeine clears your system, 5 to 7 hours later, the adenosine floods back all at once. By then, it's 2 a.m., you're wired, and the one sleep that was supposed to fix you has been quietly sabotaged. Morning coffee only. Hard stop before 1 p.m. This is the single most common recovery mistake, and it costs people days. Your hunger hormone ghrelin is surging right now. After a sleepless night, ghrelin levels spike, and what ghrelin wants is sugar, salt, fat, and carbs in large quantities. This is not a character flaw. This is ancient biology responding to perceived energy scarcity. Your body thinks it survived something dangerous last night, and it wants to refuel aggressively. The problem is that giving it what it wants today makes recovery measurably slower. High glycemic foods, white bread, sugary drinks, pastries, produce blood sugar spikes, followed by crashes that deepen the cognitive fog you're already fighting. What actually supports recovery? Protein at every meal. Eggs, Greek yogurt, chicken, legumes. Slow-release carbs like oats, sweet potato, whole grains. And if you have fermented foods, kimchi, kefir, yogurt, even better, because your gut microbiome took a hit last night, and it directly affects the serotonin signaling that regulates your mood and mental clarity. You will not want these foods today. Eat them anyway. Your brain tomorrow is being built from what you eat right now. If the fatigue is genuinely impairing your ability to function safely, you're driving, you're making high-stakes decisions, a short nap is warranted. But the rules are strict and they are not negotiable. 20 to 25 minutes maximum. Set an alarm before you close your eyes. Before 2 p.m. without exception. Here's why. A nap longer than 30 minutes pulls you past light sleep into slow-wave deep sleep. Waking from deep sleep mid-cycle creates sleep inertia, severe grogginess and impaired cognition that can last 30 to 60 minutes and leave you functionally worse than before you lay down. Beyond that, a long or late nap drains the adenosine pressure you've been building all day, the exact pressure driving you toward restorative sleep tonight. A 25-minute nap before 2 p.m. takes the edge off without touching that pressure. A 90-minute nap at 4 p.m. ruins tonight entirely. If you can push through without napping at all, do it. Tonight will be significantly deeper. Your cardiovascular system has been under measurable strain since last night. Blood pressure elevated, resting heart rate elevated, inflammatory markers activated. A gentle 20-minute walk this morning does something no supplement can replicate. It accelerates cortisol clearance, supports blood pressure normalization, and delivers a second dose of natural light that reinforces the circadian signal you started with step 1. That is all your body needs today.
Going to bed significantly earlier than your normal time does two things. First, it places your sleep at the wrong point on your circadian curve, meaning your brain cycles through sleep stages in the wrong proportions at the wrong depths, producing sleep that feels long but doesn't restore. Second, if you still can't fall asleep at bedtime, get up after 20 minutes. Do something quiet and boring in dim light and try again. Do not lie awake scrolling. That trains your brain to associate bed with wakefulness, and that's a problem that outlasts tonight. Quick recap. Sunlight first, water before coffee, hard caffeine cutoff at 1 p.m. Eat for recovery, not the craving. Nap only if you must and only before 2 p.m. Move gently in the morning and go to bed on time tonight.